Welcome, I'll be reacting to the UFO episode, Flight Path. This is a commentary, not a market substitute. Please support the original.
Shadow HQ. I'll be on duty in an hour.
What? Was he hiding a body in the woods? What was he doing? Oh, nice bag. Oh. That's Commander Stryker's car. I guess they just have a bunch that they hand out to people. Something is going on with him.
For God's sake, look, I said I won't tell you anything. My wife? Yes. Leave her out of it, will you?
Paul, is that you?
I don't think it is.
Hmm?
Kick it shut. Kick it shut. And it's such a cute little house, too. Oh.
Carol!
Oh, Paul!
What happened?
Oh, that was horrible.
I'll phone them right away. All right, darling?
Or Shadow, maybe? He's just gonna phone the people who were threatening him. He's like, all right, I'll do it. Yeah, that could have been him. She should have looked first.
I'll give you all you want then. But if you come near my wife again...
You need to just tell Stryker so he can track these people down. That is such a beautiful house. And the blue and pink is an interesting color scheme. And the pink plate and the blue glasses and the blue sheets.
Tea?
Oh, he's such a good husband, other than the whole blackmail thing.
Yes. Are you sure you'll be all right?
Yes, really.
But she would not be all right. He probably didn't notice because he had other things on his mind. But do you have any idea how uncomfortable it is to have a ponytail up high and be trying to sleep like that? It digs into your skull. It's so uncomfortable. If I were her, the first thing I would do right here is just pull the ponytail out. Yeah, they just reused the Stryker shot here. Clever. Good budget saving idea. Of course, he's under a lot of stress right now, so he'll probably show us being stressed.
Oh, look, I'll see you later for that drink, Alec. Okay? Sure.
Oh, this is going to be even harder because if the two of them were kind of at least acquainted and on good terms, and then he betrays them later. Oh, I love her outfit. And we're continuing the pink theme. That's a really interesting neckline. It's like a princess, but not quite. Oh, I'm sorry. I absolutely love it. It is so unique. It has panels that come down and then, oh wow. The fashions in this episode. Mary is elegant, but she is daring.
Decision making below par, reflexes bad, impetuosity, nervousness. Check him.
I mean, it's good that they run these regular tests.
Hey, I'm not Cinderella, you know.
What?
Well, don't drive so fast. I don't have to be home by midnight.
Or he does.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't notice before. He's wearing a pink shirt to match her. That is so cute. I'm so sure she put on that dress and he's like, I'm going to put my pink shirt on.
All right, close the door.
Oh.
Her house is like a little Barbie house and I love it.
42 degrees, 2 minutes, angle 8-4.
He should have just told Alec what was going on.
Now down 3.
Oh, Alec was there anyway. At least they know now.
Who are they? What did you tell them? What do they want?
Okay, we need the IM force to come in right now because they are like experts at getting information out of people. They would probably stage getting him out of shadow, trick him into thinking he's with the people who were blackmailing him, and then tell him something like, we didn't quite catch the recording of what you sent. And they would just somehow maybe get Roland involved, convince him to repeat what he had done. This is just so surreal. It feels like a Mission Impossible episode. I can't shake that feeling. I'm waiting for Barbara Bain to walk in.
So it's your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me you didn't know what you were doing when you handed over those figures?
This is even worse. He should have gone to security first thing. I like this new jacket. Or maybe it's just because he has it unzipped.
The relative position of the sun, moon, and earth would fit Roper's figures. One snag. The last set of information is a time reference.
A time reference.
You mean he's gone already?
Why, yes, sir.
But my orders were that he was to be released in 1 hour's time.
Yeah! Skydiver. How did a UFO get through without being noticed? Or maybe that was his numbers that he gave them. Oh, they're getting rid of evidence. Oh no! That was some great model work though. Oof. Why did Alec let him go early? Captain Carlin, you got this. He never misses. Like, I swear. Yeah. He's awesome.
I'm fine.
I think he finally realizes the gravity of what he did.
People have to be at risk. I don't buy that. And I never will.
Oh my. I have a feeling she's not going to make it.
ETA Roper's house, 6 minutes.
Won't be soon enough. Can you phone her? Tell her to get out of there? Get that shotgun again. It's right there in the closet. Right behind you. Open the closet. She's looking behind her. Go for it. Yes. Open it. Open it. Yeah. Uh-oh. Kick it away from him. Don't just stand there. Oh.
It's some sort of electronic probe. It had been inserted into his temple.
Good. The moon. They could get past that way.
Flying across the lunar horizon at sunrise, keeping between moon base and the sun.
I'm surprised they haven't tried it before.
Rocket launcher, polarized visor.
It'd be suicide.
Possibly.
You can't expect a man to...
I don't need a volunteer, Alec.
Why don't they just launch interceptors, or at least one of them, to fly around the other side and wait? Or can Sid move? Couldn't they just have Sid move to the other side and then he could give them data?
And when are you going to tell him?
Maybe you'll never need to know.
Ah. And she could have gotten out of it. I'm sorry. Like, she just stood there. The gun was right here. She was over here. She could have picked it up. She could have kicked it away. Or she could have just finished what she started. His wife was really young, though. Maybe that was it. He's not coming back. 2 more guest stars who didn't make it. On this show, everyone is Sean Bean. I can't help thinking of last episode, where we had those 2 just absolutely vile characters who were planning a murder, and they survived, those guest stars. And here we have 2, I mean, yeah, he made a really bad mistake, but I feel like he is a good person who was driven to this. And obviously his wife was totally innocent, Carol. And it just reminds me of that importance of being earnest quote. The good ended happily and the bad unhappily. That is what fiction means. Because on this show, we have the opposite. Because it's pretty realistic. And despite all the pink, very gritty. I guess Sid is just down no matter where they are. So moving him wouldn't have helped. Can we get Alan Carter out here? You'll have to get just the right angle. Oh, what a shot. This is tense. It probably sees him. Ah, oh, he's gonna slide into frame. Yeah. Oh my. Love that piece that went right by. And look, we have more pink. They deliberately put a very pink smoke there, I feel like. Because she had the pink scene this whole time, and that was really for Carol. And the fact that they had it explode and turn pink. The attention to detail. I feel like the Space 1999 patches are better because they kind of slapped the whole thing on really easily. Yeah, that's kind of glue.
A moon hopper is on its way. It'll be with you in minutes.
Fine.
Oh, like grasshopper, it's a moon hopper. That's cute.
Paul. Roper! Roper!
We had a bit of a Boromir moment there at the end. I think he made up for what he did. And I don't think he realized the importance of the information he was giving away. I mean, obviously he should have asked. He should have looked into it. But I kind of get it. He was very much in love. Was not thinking. He was probably already kind of unhappy and not fitting in and feeling stressed at Shadow. And that was hard on Alec too, who seemed like he really liked him. I know that Straker and the others aren't keen on people leaving Shadow's employ because they become a huge security risk. But I honestly think that it's almost more of a security risk to leave people working there who are really ready to move on. Like this guy, Roper, he should have been able to just leave. When he got married, maybe he wanted to just go spend time with his wife, get a normal job with regular hours. I think that would have been a good out for him that he would have taken, and I also feel like Shadow needs to offer that. I get it, it's scary letting people go, but not everyone's cut out for it. I mean, look at what Straker gave up. Look what happened to his marriage. The sacrifices you make to choose Shadow can be huge, and not everyone's ready. And clearly, Roper was not. Carol was both a wonderful and very frustrating character because she kept having these moments where she was really competent and on it. Clearly, she was an amazing decorator, although, as I mentioned in the reaction, she has much more of a dramatic flair to her fashion and interior decor than Mary did. Mary was very classic and gorgeous. But then Carol kept having these meltdowns where she would just lose it and grab the wall and be like, "Help me," which is so frustrating. That final moment where she almost takes out the intruder and then she panics and grabs the wall and is like, when she could clearly have saved herself. I was just like, ugh. But at the same time, I get it. It was a terrifying situation. She was young, probably freaking out, and she went into freeze mode. It can happen to the best of us. So I'm going to just assume that's what happened, where she just couldn't move. These guest stars, they're doomed, always, almost always anyway. Some great acting at the end from Lieutenant Ellis as well, trying to be there for him as he passed away. And I really liked the moment where she grabbed the microphone, talking to him, and suddenly realized he's not going to make it. And she just went. And that gesture was really good. I don't know if it was the actor's choice of the director, but very moving there. A little bit of a moment between Alec and Straker as well, where Alec kind of called him on his somewhat cold attitude a little bit and was like, look, I get it. This is important work, but people still matter. Roper was my friend. I wasn't going to use him as bait. And you're losing sight of the fact that we're doing all of this to save people. And I think it's good that Alec is there to kind of remind him of that, because Straker has been through so much that his defense mechanism has been to just kind of shut down. I've been there. I get it. And put up this wall and just detach a lot of the time. And Alec is the opposite. He's like the Hufflepuff. Super into people. Loves hanging out with humans. He's a great person to be there to remind Straker, they're not just numbers, they're people.
I am not a number. I am a person.
I don't think I've seen those two clash that much before. So that was a really interesting moment.
Other risks are depression, suicidal thoughts or actions, abnormal liver tests, high blood pressure, and passing of the fibroid.
Less bleeding, same life? I'll take it.
My life, my...
No.